Once upon an AI.
This story has been written, drawn and narrated by artificial intelligences. Enjoy, share and comment. With all of you. The Last Battle 1. Episode 2, The Little Girl with a Bow and Arrow. A blonde-haired girl exclaims,
"It's time to go hunting with Daddy."
She had long blonde hair that reached down her back, and blue eyes that shone in the light. She was wearing a blue dress with a black belt around her waist. On her back, she carried a bow and a quiver of arrows. She then runs outside to the field where her father is plowing the land. The girl then asks her father,
"Can I go hunting with you today?"
The father replies,
"Of course you can, but you have to promise to be careful."
The girl then nods her head and the two of them set off into the woods. As they're walking, the girl's father tells her about the different animals she might see and how to shoot her bow and arrow. The girl then sees a deer in the distance and draws her bow to shoot it. The arrow hits the deer in the heart and it falls to the ground. The girl then runs crying to her father and shows him the deer.
"Is fair?"
She exclaims to her father. The father replies,
"No, it's not fair. But sometimes in war, we have to make tough decisions."
The girl then understands and the two of them walk back to the village with the deer on their shoulders. When the girl arrives, she sees smoke coming out of her cabin where her mother and her little brother were.
"They have already arrived,"
shouts the priest as he rings a black bell with red spots. His father runs with the rest of the men in the village. The girl's mother then comes out of the cabin with her little brother in her arms and the three of them start to run towards the woods.
"We have to go now,"
shouts the mother. The girl then looks back and sees the village being burned down by the enemy army. She then understands that she will never see her home or her father again. The family then hides in the woods. They spend the night with a small bonfire. But when the moon was high in the sky, the girl hears footsteps in the forest and sees torches approaching her mother and brother. The girl then takes out her bow and arrow and starts to shoot at the enemy soldiers. She hits a few of them, but she knows that she can't take them all down by herself. At that moment, his father appears riding a white wolf that fights most of the soldiers with his bow and arrows.
"Don't worry, honey, everything is under control,"
says the father. The soldiers are falling 3 by 3, but when it seemed that everything was about to end, she sees her father being killed by one of the enemy soldiers attacked from the back with a sword that pierces his chest. She then takes aim and shoots the soldier in the heart. The girl then starts to cry as she knows that this war will never end. She runs through the forest and flees riding on the giant white wolf with his mother and brother. The Last Battle 1.